One of the best strategies in marketing that you can do for your already existing customer or clientele or a cold audience, somebody that you're marketing to, is to educate them. Literally acting as a consultant for them, whether it's your product, your service, the industry that you're in, doesn't matter. This is literally the core definition of content marketing, is to educate your target demographic about your product, services, or industry. And I think a lot of people, don't understand that we are in the education age nowadays. If I wanted to learn how to go change my tires, I don't have to go to the auto mechanic and pay him to do it anymore. I could literally YouTube it and then figure it out on my own. And we are in an age where a lot of people will still delegate those things. Like for me, for instance, I'm never gonna go change my tires on my own. I am going to give it to a auto mechanic to do for me, or a tire rotation company or whatever. But at the same time, I am willing to go learn those things to figure out, hey, does this make sense? Where should I go for this? And if you are not ahead of that curve, then you're gonna be missing out on a lot of things. Now, there are different ways to educate or literally consult your target demographic without having to pick up the phone or jump on a Zoom call with them or whatever. I know a lot of people look at that when they hear the word consult as like, oh, now I gotta hop on a 1 hour call, a Zoom call with a client in order to consult them on my industry or the service that we have. But you don't have to approach it that way if you do it right. Something that we just went through with a funnel building team was to actually build some funnels on our end for the sales process and for client care. So for instance, if a client has a question about something specific, where maybe the question is, hey, how do I leave feedback for you and your team? Well, there's a process for that. And inside that process, they can go to this link and then it'll have some videos in there explaining to them what that process looks like. Or if a client wants to learn more about a platform, maybe they're interested in TikTok and they want to know, is this viable for me to go after? Well, instead of them having to take time and schedule a call with me, I have some videos set in place where they can actually go to that video and learn from me doing a video talking about TikTok. Like, what is the target demographic for TikTok? And is this something that you should go after? And literally giving some examples for my clients. And then I also do this on the sales process for us as well, as I give some videos on, one of the first videos that they will see if somebody wants to schedule a call with me to talk to me about our services is a video of me talking about what to expect on my call. Literally telling them, hey, here's some of the things I'm gonna be asking you, here's some of the things we're gonna be going over, and here's some of the things that we do. And having them watch that 5-minute video really helps when they get on the call. Now they actually know what they're getting themselves into. And so I'm approaching that as an education standpoint to educate them on the expectations of hopping on a call with me. And a lot of people do this really well. So well that they literally just give away a lot of things. Now, there's a couple strategies here, right? Is you can give everything away and literally ask for nothing in return, meaning email addresses as a lead hook, or even go into a link to watch another video or blah, 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 the call to action stages. There's a lot of people that literally miss out on that for whatever reason. Maybe they decide not to do it or they want to do it, they just don't know how. Is you got to learn how to lead those call to actions and lead people back down the path after you've educated them. But the upfront work of education is definitely something that you absolutely have to do. Now, again, there's a lot of mediums that you could do this in. Video is a primary one, also written form, a book, articles, blogs, stuff like that. Podcasts are definitely an underrated one. One of my clients, Mark Delatour, actually has a podcast, and for him, he's not using this podcast as essentially a marketing tool in the sense of like trying to get 1 million downloads or whatever. He has a very small target demographic that he's going after that are literally investors, people that are wanting to buy real estate and hold that real estate, but have his company buy the real estate for them and then sell it off to them, but then also manage the rental for them. So it's called a turnkey business, a turnkey operation. And so his podcast is literally meant to educate those investors, the people that would potentially be an investor with him, on real estate. His podcast is called Mistake-Free Real Estate, if you want to go check it out. But it's a really good, essentially a hook for that target demographic, but all he's doing is approaching it from an education standpoint. He's not necessarily being an influencer, he's not being a personal brand or anything like that. And so that's the technique that you can do. So no matter what you're doing, education is the definite way that you absolutely have to go. Being a consultant for your target demographic. Again, whether that's the cold audience that you have, somebody that you're continuing to market to or have not converted yet, or your existing customers, your customer base, your clientele, educate them on a consistent basis. Once again, another example I'll give is we were on a mastermind call today, and one of the guys has a new platform that he's building out, and he asked the question, how do I get people to use this thing? Because they're in beta mode right now, and there's a lot of features and functions inside the software that people aren't using, they don't know about it. And so one of the things we gave feedback on was, hey, listen, if they do not know about this specific function or even how it works, they're not gonna use it. They're not gonna wanna go in there and try to learn it on their own. You gotta show them how to do it. And the way to do that is with content. So if you're not educating them once they're on the inside, once they've converted, then you're gonna lose them essentially, and they're gonna go somewhere else. So make sure you focus on that. So hopefully that brought you some value and gave you some education on how to educate your target demographic, because this is gonna be a really, really big thing moving forward. Nowadays, people are in the education age. We're at the age of where information is at your fingertips no matter where you go. You have your cell phone on you, you can learn just about anything that you want. Obviously, experience is a big one and stuff like that. But if you're not educating your audience, you are going to lose a lot of potential business that's gonna come your way. Focus on education, because if they don't know about what you do and how to do it, they're not going to convert. Thank you guys for watching. That's gonna do it for today's episode. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check out all the links down in the description below, including a 1-hour consultation with me. There's that first link down there in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.